This is easily my most favorite sling to travel with, and it's probably my most favorite piece of gear that I own. Let's talk about it. What's up everyone, I'm John, and this is UnPack'D, a place where we unpack all the details about your favorite bags, etc, and travel related gear. And today I'm excited to bring to you my third video in my September Sling series. It is the Packolab Samurai. And like I mentioned in the intro, this is my go-to sling when traveling, and it's probably my most favorite piece of gear that I own. I absolutely adore this. Now I'm labeling in this video a long-term review because I've had this for 7 months and I've traveled extensively with this bag for 7 months. I've gone to Asia, South America. I've gone on weekend trips. I've gone on 3-day music festivals. I've got plenty of time in hand using this Samurai, and I've got some thoughts which I'll share with you at the end of the video. But of course, like we always do, we're going to do a full walkthrough inside and out. We're going to load this Samurai sling out. And as always, if you want to skip around, there's chapters down below so you don't have to sit through the entire thing if you just want to get to the meat and potatoes. But yes, I'm excited to talk about this Samurai sling. So this sling is a Samurai sling produced by Packolab. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Packolab, they're a bag maker out of the Ukraine, and they are producing some of the most beautiful, unique looking bags that I have seen. Every piece of gear that they put out is so unique in this space. When a lot of slings all look alike, you can definitely tell Packolab stuff because it sets the bar higher and it's definitely different than everything else that's out on the market. Now, as you can tell right off the bat of this unique shape of this Samurai, you've probably never seen anything like it. I know when I got my eyes on it, I never seen anything like it, but I absolutely love this thing. So I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the bag, but keep in mind that these are made custom to order. And what that means is you can choose from a variety of materials: wax canvas, ultra, X-Pack, ultra grid, Cordura. You think of the material, they can probably make you a Samurai out of it. Welcome back to Point of View Camera. So my particular Samurai here is made in Ultra 400 TX. I made this, I got this to match my Dragonfly that is also Ultra. Right off the bat, you can see this loop field right up front. Now you can choose it with or without the loop field. You can make the loop field just a 2x3 standard patch size. I mean, the options are almost limitless in this pack. Right on the side here, you have these ultra stretch from Challenge Sailcloth, same as you would find on the Dragonfly. And on the inside of this one, you actually have a key leash, and it's a pretty long key leash, and that's a pretty good feature you want on a sling because that makes it long enough to reach the door when this is mounted on your chest. So that's a pretty good little feature. On this side, you're going to have that key leash. On the bottom, you're going to see one of the most unique features of the Samurai, and this is the water bottle holder. Now, on the newer ones, they're shipping with magic center push buckles from Woojin. So these are kind of weird. I've never seen these before, but they're functional. You just they connect magnetically, and then you push them in to snap. But this is older Samurai, so you won't see that on the newer ones. So this is the water bottle flap. When you open that up, you can see it has a piece of stretch material at the bottom, and then you see that red chili ultra grid that you'll see on the inside of the pack. But here on this loop, this stretchy loop, you can fit a standard bottle of water. I'll demonstrate that for you now. Just take a standard bottle of water, and that will fit on the inside just like that. Now you can just leave that hanging. It fits pretty snug like that, or you can use the buckles and use some compression to hold it in place. Now you can hold other items in here like a can of Monster, a tripod, a small umbrella. They will all fit in here, and then you can just adjust the compression straps to fit. Now, word to the wise, if you put a heavy bottle like a Yeti, it will fit. It can reach around it, but the weight, you can only tighten the compression straps so much. So even if you do, sometimes the bottle might slide right out. It will not fit in this elastic part. You would just have to wrap it on the outside like that, and then use the compression straps to buckle it in. So it's probably best left to smaller items like a regular bottle of water, a can of Coke, a can of Monsters, that kind of stuff like that will fit real easy in that elastic. So I'll go ahead and buckle these back up. And again, you can choose to not get the flap. You can do bungee cord, you can do a clean front. These are all options available to you. You see the AquaGuard zipper on the front using YKK zippers. At the top here, you have this elastic grab handle. This makes it real easy when you're using this as a pouch inside of a pack. You can grab it real easy. You have 2 counter pulls up at the top. Then along the back, you have like a security pocket where you can put your passport, wallet, anything like that. And you see some more of that red Ultra Grid in there. That's normally where I would keep my passport and my wallet. And then you have 4 anchor points. You have 2 up the top for the strap, 2 at the bottom, and then an anchor point here for the stabilizer strap. So it does come with the standard 1-inch strap. It is this beautiful seatbelt webbing, very premium. It does come with an included strap keeper. You get a lot of adjustment out of the straps. You can easily use it in the fanny pack mode, or just use it in the regular sling, and it connects right here with these G-hooks type thing here. And it has a magnetic, another Woojin buckle. So these are the buckles that are the Samurais are shipping with on the front now. So up front, instead of these little weird things, the newer ones have these center push buttons. A lot easier to operate. I mean, these aren't bad, but I do like the cleaner look of these new buckles on the new Samurai. So the dimensions for the Samurai is going to be 10 inches across. It's going to be 6 inches high with a depth of about 3 inches, but it'll taper down to 2 because it has that unique like pyramid shape. As you can see here, it's got that triangle shape to it. And the capacity of the Samurai is listed at about 3.4 liters. I found that to be pretty spot on, right around the 4-liter mark, right around there. It holds quite a bit, especially with the ability to attach things to the outside. So you can pack quite a bit of gear. Up front, you just have a big pocket, and it does have some dimension to it because of that triangle shape. It protrudes out, so you can put some bigger, bulkier items right up front. Real easy, plenty of space. No drop-ins, no pockets, nothing else, just a big pocket. Then along the back, like we mentioned, you have the security pocket. Again, no organization. This one's going to be good for your slimmer items, your passports, wallets, things like that. Keep them secure, keep them close to your body. On this back panel, you can add different options like Molly. You can do air mesh. There's several different things here. Now, it is padded, and I just went ahead and kept just the Ultra backing here on mine. Getting into the main compartment here, you do have dual zips to get in the main compartment, and these zippers go really wide. See the pockets here, but the zipper continues all the way into the pocket. So you can really open up these zippers on both sides really wide, and that gives you full opening to the inside of the Samurai. And as you can see, I have chosen to do red chili Ultra Grid on the inside. You can see that grid pattern. So let's go ahead and start on the front of the Samurai. So right along the back here, you have a big drop-in. And again, it has some spacing because of the way the shape, the angular front of the Samurai. So you have this big open pocket. No organization there, no zipper, nothing. It's just a big drop-in. On the front of that, you have two stretch pockets here. And then you also have a zipper pocket behind that, which was good for keeping like change and stuff like that. Other items you didn't want to get lost, keeping that zipper pocket. That back up. Now down at the bottom, it does taper down to 2 inches. So you just have a little bit of space, but I found that once you pack out all these pockets, you're going to want to keep like slimmer, flatter items down to the bottom here, like your cell phone. On the back side of the Samurai, you have another admin panel. You have another drop-in here, stretch drop-in. Then you have fixed drop-ins here. You have a bigger one here, and then 2 pin drop-ins there. And also, you have another zippered pocket on the back here. Lots of organization, lots of places to put things. And believe it or not, it's easy to lose things in the Samurai. Even though there's plenty of organization, there's lots of zipper pockets and drop-ins. So I developed a system so I kind of remember where everything goes. But just keep in mind that's a lot of options. But the cool feature is if you don't need this organization, you can easily remove the admin panel. And you have loop all along the back, like we've seen on many of the other slings. You can just take the admin panel right out. And there you have it. On the back side, you just have this big loop material. And then you'll see the only branding on the bag is on the inside here. It's Packolab, proudly made in the Ukraine. And then some tags from Challenge Sailcloth, because this one's made out of Ultra. So here's a look at that admin panel, and I'm so glad that Packolab includes this. This is not an additional accessory you have to add on. You can choose to have it sewn in so it can't not be removable, but I like the option of being able to take this out because sometimes you don't need these drop-ins or this zippered pouch and you just want to carry, you know, one of those other organizers that we talked about in our other videos. It's something more simple. And having the ability to take it out and add it as you please is always a good thing. And again, this is included, so that's even better that we don't have to try to hunt this down on a separate drop or pay an additional price to get this included with your Samurai. And with that big loop section in the back, if you choose to conceal carry, you can do that. It will easily fit, you know, whatever you choose to conceal carry inside the bag there. So I primarily use this for travel. You can use this for EDC as well, which I did occasionally, but mostly in the travel situation. So I would keep things in here like my anchor battery with the built-in USB-C. It kind of fits right in that drop-in perfectly. Next to that, you do have two pin slots there. I do like to keep a pin on me when I'm traveling in case you got to fill in some custom forms or anything when you get to your destination. On this stretch pocket here, I found that it was a good spot to carry a flashlight. Along the bottom of the inside, it's best kept for flat items because as you pack these pockets out, the room in here gets kind of slim. So, you know, if you've done any traveling, toilet paper is not always a given, so I always like to keep some wipes and some tissue on me just in case. Hand sanitizer, always like to have that when traveling. Drop that in one of the drop-ins. And then next to the hand sanitizer, this stretch pocket was a good place for my AirPods. Kind of just keep everything together there. You do have that drop-in in the back here and zipper stuff. I mean, you have a lot of options to put, a lot of options and a lot of places to put things. And this bigger drop-in in the back, since it has a lot of space, I kept a power brick, and a cable. And you're probably wondering, why am I carrying a charger if I have a spare battery? And that's because your boy is paranoid. So if there's a plug, I like to use a plug. And if there's no plug, I like to save my battery from times that I don't have access to a plug. Then I usually keep my GoPro on me too when I'm traveling. I like to get footage there. Even if I just hold it in my hand, I put that down at the bottom there. You do have these two zippered pockets, one there, one on the other side that you can add some more additional flatter items. On the front pocket, I like to put quick access stuff that I need access to frequently, and that would be like my retainer case, chapstick, eye drops, and of course a snack. So I still have plenty of room that I can keep adding and adding, but this thing will get bulkier and bulkier. On the front stretch pockets, you know, you can easily attach your key, tuck them in there. On one side of the stretch pocket, I always keep a cleaning cloth, lens cleaning cloth for my glasses and my sunglasses. That was a good place to put it, and I was quick access to it. It's not going to go anywhere, not going to fall out with that pocket. I'd also find myself using these little pockets like for like trash, for like receipts and stuff like that. So I would often stuff my receipts and stuff inside those top pockets. So let's go ahead and get this zippered up so I can try it on so you can see what a packed out Samurai Sling looks like. So I'm 5'10", and then you can see how the Samurai here, it's it's quite a substantial pack given that it has that triangle shape and it protrudes out a little bit. So some slings you'll see will be long, like the TomTalk Explorer. It's 4 liters, about the same size, but it's long and skinny. So this one's going to be short and fat. But yes, I am 5'10", and like I said, this is a pretty hefty pack, a chunky boy, some might say. And that's what the pack looks like. Now you can sling this around to the back. Demonstrate that for you now. With the 1.5 inch strap, I find it to be comfortable whether you carry it on the back or whether you carry it towards the front. But the 1.5 inch strap isn't standard, so it's something that you would have to upgrade to. Overall, I found the comfort to be great. I didn't find the pack getting like real sweaty against my body. It swings real easy with the seatbelt material used in the strap, easy to adjust. You can add a wing set to it if you want to carry it in a Fanny mode. Now you can still use it as a sling, but I think the wings are more for Fanny style carrying or hip pack style carrying. I don't normally carry my packs that way, so I didn't opt for the wing set, but that is an option that Packolab offers. So time to get into some of the things I like and I don't like about the Samurai Sling. Some of the things that I really like about the Sling is its ability to be customized to your liking. So you can really get into the nitty gritty and the choices are almost overwhelming, but you can pick the type of zippers, the type of material, if you want loop or not, if you want bungee instead of this water bottles flap set here. You can get rid of the flap set, you can get rid of the bungee and make it clean. You can order a silencer, you can get, I mean, the options are just ultimately almost endless. So if you do choose to order one, first of all, the only way to do so is by DMing Packolab directly on Instagram. There is no formal website, so you would have to follow them on Instagram and DM them. And the second thing is they only open orders every couple of months. So they usually post a day or two ahead of time. Hey, we're going to open some orders on this date, and then you have to try to get in and get your slot reserved. Now, you don't have to have all your choice materials ready to go at the time of order, but at least you want to get your name on that list as soon as they open up. And I mean, believe me, it's well worth the wait. My favorite thing about the Samurai is its thoughtful organization. Now, I know it may have seemed a little bit overwhelming with all the places and zippered pockets to put stuff, but for me, it was excellent, especially when traveling. I like to carry a lot of little different doodads and knickknacks and all kinds of stuff when I'm traveling, from hand sanitizer to wipes and AirPods and sleeping masks, all kinds of things, my passport. And I like that there was a spot for everything and, to keep everything organized while I'm out and about. The comfort of the Sling I found to be excellent. It's a small little short package here, but it can get pretty heavy, especially when you're carrying some gears like GoPro or a DJI, or people can even fit, some of the bigger professional cameras. I don't have one, but I've seen people do it, and it's able to hold everything and carry quite comfortably. But that's going to lead me into one of the things that I didn't like about the Samurai, is that it comes with the 1-inch strap. And yes, this strap is a premium strap. The materials are great. The web keeper even has the Woojin center push button magnetic closure. But because of the size and the stockiness of this Sling, I found that it can get quite heavy. And with the 1-inch strap, after a few hours, even maybe like up to an hour, I could feel it digging into my shoulder. So I wasn't a particular fan of the 1-inch strap that comes standard. So you can upgrade to the 1.5-inch strap, which I highly recommend you do if you're choosing to get a Samurai. Definitely want to upgrade. I highly recommend the 1.5-inch strap, because the difference in usability to me was huge. I could wear this all day quite comfortably with the 1.5-inch, not so much with the 1-inch. Another upgrade you could also do is adding the stabilizer strap. And that brings me to my second dislike about the Samurai, and is price. This thing is expensive. The trade-off is you're going to get a high quality built bag, and you're going to get the bag that you wanted, and you hand selected all the materials. But yes, this particular one sitting in front of you came right around the $240 range. They can be a little more expensive or a little less cheaper depending on your options and your materials. But there was a lot of options. There's a lot of upgrades, and there's no way around it. It gets expensive, but I can honestly tell you that I would do it all over again. And I know what you're saying. Yes, this does cost the same price as some backpacks out there. This almost costs as much as my ULA Dragonfly that is Ultra as well. But hands down, I would do it again. The only way I would replace this Samurai is with another Samurai in different materials. And lastly, one of the things that I dislike about the Samurai is that its availability. Now, I hate to put that as like something on the dislike or the con list, but that's the truth. It's hard to get, and you have to be ready to sign up when slots open, but it's well worth the wait. This is something that I would tell you to practice patience with. Keep an eye on the socials when there are spots open up to grab one. And at the end of the day, with everything going on in the Ukraine, I'm really surprised that we're even able to get such high quality bags as this with everything going on over there, that it's going to be, somewhat difficult to get in line. And then once you do get in line, it's going to take, 4 to 6 weeks to get it in your hands, or maybe even longer, given all the challenges that the Ukraine is going through right now. So my final thoughts about the Packolab Samurai. It is awesome. If you couldn't already tell from my review that I am in love with this thing, this is my go-to travel Sling. Being able to hold everything while I'm out and about, passports, hand sanitizers, mat, whatever you need to carry, this thing is going to be able to do it. And having the ability to customize it to your liking. So, of course, you're going to like it. You customize it. You pick the colors. You pick the materials. And that's one of the coolest things about this bag, is being able to dial it in to your specific liking. For me, got to have the patch filled up front. But you can do whatever you want to do. Wax canvas. Options are limitless. Even with this bag loaded out, carrying for several hours, walking several miles, even going on a light day hike with the 1.5-inch strap. This was super comfortable. I highly recommend the upgrade. Another recommendation is if you do choose to do hip or hip fanny pack style carry, maybe opt for the wing set. That might be a good option to help you carry more comfortably. Again, you do have those 4 attachment points on the back and the ability to add the stabilizer strap. I actually have a stabilizer strap on the way, so see if that could even enhance my carry even more with this thing. But yes, after lugging it around for 7 months, taking it to 2 different continents, road trips, music festivals, like I cannot praise this thing like even more. I can't. Like it gets my best rating. It's always my go-to sling that I grab whenever it's time to go on a simple road trip or a day that I know I need to carry a lot and I'm going to be out. So what do you guys think about this samurai sling from Packolab? Would you guys pay backpack money for a sling of this nature? I mean, you can choose all the options. What would you choose for your samurai sling? Have you even heard of Packolab before? If you haven't heard of Packolab, drop me a comment down. I love introducing new gear to people who have never heard of, certain little makers, especially ones way off in the Ukraine. But this thing is awesome. I would definitely do it all over again. I'm probably going to do it all over again and get me a new samurai sling with the upgrades that they've done and in different materials and options. But I would love to know your thoughts down in the comment. What do you think about this, especially with this unique shape, this pyramid? But I'm got one more video left in my September Sling series. I thank you guys for joining me on this video. Again, like and subscribe to help support this channel. I just passed 500 subscribers, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who took time to subscribe and participated by, liking and commenting on some of my videos, and to all the day oneers who are always in my comment section. Y'all are the motivation and the reason why I continue to do this is a passion project and a hobby, but I love bringing gear to people, talking about some of my favorite gear. Thank you again so much, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.